guys, so what I have for you today is how to make air fryer churros. Yes, you heard that right, air fryer churros. What you're gonna need is an air fryer. I actually got this air fryer from my bridal shower registry. We've used it several times. It really cuts down on cooking and you get healthier versions of different foods without the frying. And you're gonna need puff pastry and half a stick of butter, some cinnamon sugar. I actually bought this, it's already pre-mixed. I bought it from Christmas tree shops a couple years ago. And this is just flour. So what you're gonna do is preheat your air fryer. Preheat the temperature to 375. And I'll do the time for preheating about 3 minutes because that's all it's gonna take for you to prep the puff pastry. Okay, so what you're gonna do now is take some flour and cover your surface. Then you're gonna take your puff pastry. Now you need to have the puff pastry thawed. You don't want it already frozen. It has to be thawed. You'll find it in your freezer aisle of your local grocery store. It's a little sticky here, but once you have it open, which hopefully you can just thaw it out in your refrigerator or you can leave it on your counter. Alright, so it opens up like so. So what I did is I took a pizza cutter and I just cut it lengthwise in half, and then I do strips. So you can make them as big or as small as you want. When I first made this recipe, I got about 18 strips, and there's 2 puff pastries in each packaging. So you would get about 40 churros with this recipe. Okay, so what you're gonna do then is take each strip and you're gonna twist it like so. Just leave it on the counter. Twist. Here are all my pre-air fried churros. I've made about 20 twists and the air fryer is almost ready for them to be put in the basket. So now my air fryer is done preheating. I'm gonna take the basket out of the machine and I'm gonna put it on a pot holder just because it's gonna be hot. So depending on the size of your air fryer, I can fit about 5 churros in at a time. And be careful because the basket will be hot. Alright, so I'm gonna do 5. Okay, and the basket is going to go in. And I'm going to increase the time to 8 minutes. And voila! Okay, so the first round of the churros are done. I'm gonna pull the basket out of the machine and put it on my pot holder. And as you can see, they're nice and golden brown. It's gonna take, using tongs, take each churro out and put it on a plate. these will be hot and the basket will still be hot, so you need to be careful. Gonna put in the next round of churros into the basket. And don't forget, it's gonna be hot. So we'll fit about 5. And I'll put these back into the machine. Once all your churros are done being air fried, I've laid mine all out on a plate here. And in the meantime, I had melted half a stick of butter in the microwave for 20 seconds. And using a pastry brush, a silicone pastry brush, you're gonna take your churro and you're going to brush it a little bit with butter, and then you're going to cover it with cinnamon sugar, and there you have it, your very own air fried churro. And here are your finished churros. Now I know these are not your typical fried churros that we find at Mexican restaurants or at the state fair, but these are easy to make and they're a little bit healthier. All you do is either take a bite, you can dip it into chocolate syrup, and this is what they look like on the inside. Light, fluffy, and absolutely delicious. You can find the official recipe at thepartyplanningnurse.com.